very small bay on the northern part of the island, incredibly rustic, very unspoilt. Sadly, they're building houses, plots of land for sale all the way along the coast, but this is what it looks like before tourism takes hold. You're in the market to buy a piece of land or a villa. This could be a nice spot. I'll show you the view. Could buy anywhere on this side of the road. There are 2 tavernas down there, and that could be your view. Really not too shabby. We are at the Leros War Museum this morning. Most unusual place. Artifacts from the Second World War. Mostly inside tunnels and bunkers, the entrance of which is there. Very unusual place. morning from Gorna Beach on the west coast of Leros. It's a small beach. It's one of the sandy beaches that we found, and there are very few here. They're mostly stony, rocky. This one is not the most attractive sandy beach, but hey, it's a sandy beach. It's very shallow, very easy to get in and out of. We're probably going to be here for a few hours because it's just barely anybody on this beach, as you can see behind me. There's a fish taverna that we ate at a few days ago, we just came on a scouting trip really to see what the beach was like, and it was pretty much deserted then, maybe a dozen people on the beach. Decent food in the fish taverna, and we just spoke to the owner and he asked if we needed drinks brought down from his taverna, so he obviously does drink and food delivery to the beach right in front of him, so we could be here for a while. It's rather lovely. Calimera. We are at Hiracampos Beach this morning. Slightly cloudy start to the day, but hoping it's going to improve closer to lunchtime. This is on the south side of the island. Haven't been to the beaches down here as yet, so we're giving this one a try. So far so good. The water is calm-ish currently. It doesn't seem as if there's as much rubbish on the beach as there was yesterday at Gorna, which was very disappointing to see so much plastic and rubbish, not only in the water but washed up on the shore. There was a lot of rubbish. Nobody seems to be doing anything about it. The tavernas will carry drinks down from their restaurant to the people on the beach in not reusable, in the polystyrene and cardboard cups, and I imagine that's what's actually being left on the beach and washed into the ocean. So it's very sad. It's quite grubby here, surprisingly so. But, you know, we'll see what we think to the beach as a whole. It's very quiet, two very small tavernas here, so I think it could be quite a peaceful day. The water seems on the warmer side too. Gorna was a bit chilly yesterday, so we'll see what we think for this one, but it's so far so good. Rubbish, plastics, it's just terrible to see it. Seems to be worse here than I've seen in other locations. What's washing up on the shoreline is just, I mean, awful. So I'm going to pick that up. I just can't leave that to wash back in, so it's just such a shame. Like I said, nobody seems to be doing a darn thing about it. Awful. Such a pretty place. Good morning from Aya Marina. We are here bright and breezy this morning. We are leaving for our boat trip in approximately an hour. So we're sitting having morning coffee with the fishermen that have just brought their catches in and are taking them to market for sale. So it's a rather nice time of the morning. We're not generally up and out this early, so it's nice to see what the activity is. Pretty little harbour. Our boat ride leaves in about an hour, so we're just taking in the sights and the scenery. We had a lovely day at the beach in Campos yesterday. The sun came out, turned out to be a lovely, beautiful day. Very few tourists. It was mostly Greeks on the beach with a smattering of Brits and Germans. So in early to mid-September, I'm not quite sure where everybody is, but they were certainly not on the beaches here. So beautiful place. We'll see what the boat trip entails, but we're hoping it's going to be a brilliant one, because I mean, look at the water. It's just doesn't get much calmer than that. It's fantastic. So hopefully it'll be scenic, and hopefully the water will be warm enough. Excuse me. Developed quite cold over the last few days. Hoping the water will be warm enough for me to get in, because it has to be like bath water, you know. I'll catch you later. Not sure if you can hear me, it's quite windy today, but just a short video saying we came back to Gorna Beach today, spent the day here because it's very less populated, if that's the right word, with tourists. They just have not found this beach enticing enough to come here in the droves. So this is where we ended up again today, and it's lovely. The fish taberna is exceptional. The owner is wonderful. Remembers our orders from one day to the next. He's quite remarkable. But I did want to just draw attention to not only how lovely this place is, but how upsetting it actually is to find somewhere special like this on a Greek island, and yet the litter, again, I've mentioned it in a previous video, but it's just shocking and so saddening to see what is lining the beach. I will give you a glimpse, and this is just not unusual for the beaches that we have been on in Leros. I don't know if it's the current that makes this place a capture or a dumping ground for what's in the oceans, but it is pretty bad. I was walking along the beach earlier, and there's quite a bit of seaweed just here, but I looked down, and unfortunately what was wrapping itself around my ankle was not a piece of seaweed, it was plastic. And there is plastic upon plastic in different forms and in different sizes littering these beaches. It's bad, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. But if you're interested in seeing what it's like, I'll give you a brief glimpse right now. It's not pretty. We have rain in the distance, which you can probably make out, but there are also some yachts over on the horizon, part of the Leros yachting regatta, which is on today and I think for the next couple of days. They're all sailing into it, to the storm. Fortunately, we don't think it will make landfall, so